Where and when did the president contract COVID-19? The possibilities are numerous. Here's the timeline. Saturday, September 26th, Trump introduces Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett. The audience of power brokers sit close together on the White House lawn.
It's entirely possible that the president got infected over the weekend. In fact, I think it's likely.
Later that night, the president holds a rally in Pittsburgh. The folks behind him wear masks, but the vast majority of the crowd do not. Hope Hicks is there, maskless, clapping to YMCA. Tuesday, September 29th. The president and first lady head to Cleveland for the big debate. White House staff members gather to see them off. Many wear masks. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie spent the day with the president, prepping him for the debate.
No one was wearing masks in the room when we were prepping.
The Trump family walked in with masks on, but took them off as soon as they sat down. Debate moderator Chris Wallace spoke about it on Fox News today.
That actually violated the rules of the Cleveland Clinic, which was in charge of all the safety issues inside the hall.
And I have a mask right here.
This moment from the debate seems ironic today. The president mocking Joe Biden.
I wear masks when needed. When needed, I wear masks.
Okay, let me ask.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
The candidates stood 15 feet apart and never came any closer. But there are concerns today about the air circulating in the debate hall room.
If you're going to be sitting in a place for many hours, the virus really can build up and accumulate if there isn't great ventilation around.
Wednesday, September 30th. Hope Hicks flies with the president to a rally in Duluth, Minnesota, crowding into Marine One with his inner circle, including son-in-law Jared Kushner. She walks up the steps of Air Force One, her hands on the railing that everyone else in the president's entourage then touches. 3,000 people attend the outdoor rally, packed tightly together, the president throwing hats into the crowd. Could that have spread the virus?
There's not much evidence that you can spread it by touching surfaces like hats and things. I mean, obviously, it's not great. It is a little bit of an increased risk, but the risk much more is from airborne transmissions.
That night, Hope Hicks starts showing symptoms. On the flight back to D.C., she is quarantined. According to the New York Times, the president was not himself on the flight, falling asleep at one point. Thursday afternoon, Hope Hicks tests positive. The president is informed just before he takes off for a fundraiser at his golf course in New Jersey, but he sticks to his schedule.
We discovered that right as Marine One was taking off yesterday. We actually pulled some of the people that had been traveling in close contact.
The president arrived here at his golf club in the late afternoon. It was a fairly small event for a Trump gathering. There were hundreds of supporters gathered outside to greet the president. Inside, the president met with about 50 wealthy donors. The New York Times reports Trump had cold-like symptoms and seemed lethargic. Dr. Rich Roberts was among the donors who met with the president.
How did the president look when you spoke to him?
The president in that hour did not cough once. He didn't sneeze once. His energy was good.
Friday, 12:54 a.m. Trump sends out the tweet that changed history. Tonight, Flotus and I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together.